All right, this is a special meeting of the Conservation Commission Inland Wetlands and Watercourse Agency for Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. For roll call, Marjorie Winters, we have Dawn Eaton, Jason Levy, and Sue Brittle. Sue, if you would like to sit for Joe Campolito.
I will, thank you.
Right. So approval of minutes, will this be from the last meeting we had?
We are going to do the approval at the next meeting.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're moving on to Inland Wetlands and Watercourse Agency business, which is selection of a third-party review consultant for CC number 25-25, 75 Great Pond Road. That's what we're here tonight for this special meeting. So, Brittany, would you like to lead us through this?
Sure. So yes, if you'll recall,
Charlie Harold too much. Also,
if you'll recall, at the October 21st meeting, we heard the McLean application at 75 Great Pond Road determined that it may have potential impact on the wetlands and water courses in the vicinity, and so deemed it significant. Afterwards, the commission then deemed the application complex and therefore requested the review by a third party. Staff provided on-call proposals to you, and so this meeting is to pick one of those consultants as the third party.
Do you want to go through what was received?
Sure. So we have two proposals that were received, one from CHA and the other from Barton and Lagadice. It was a response to the scope of services that was provided. They also provided a fee as well for their services.
Yes, so remember that the staff put the scope of services together. We provided the commission with that scope of services about 2 weeks ago now. I think I had one question from Mr. Haldeman regarding the scope of services, so there was really no changes to it. So both on-call firms received an identical scope of services, and they provided a fee estimate, essentially repeating that scope of services and a fee estimate that were received at the end of last week.
And one was approximately 12,000, the other one was 15,000.
No,
it was 25.
Oh, 25. I'm sorry. Yeah,
just shy of 16.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just read that one. All right. So how do we?
I mean, the only thing that staff would say is that we went through the vetting process for the on-call services throughout the summer. Those firms were reviewed by town staff, including the town engineer, and we entered into those contracts with those firms. So they are multiply disciplinary firms for engineering and wetlands. We are, the only thing staff would say, of course, say is that we are confident that both can, meet the scope of services within the timeline and do the appropriate job.
And have we worked with either of those firms before?
I think the town engineering department has worked with Barton and Lagadice and CHA as well on kind of dam construction stuff, but no, I mean for us they're brand new on-call services. We had never had these contracts before, and again, we did this in anticipation of the potential need to do this.
Okay.
The only I would ask you to add one more thing. Just remember about complex projects. That fee is borne by the applicant.
Mm-hmm. But I just want to make sure I understand the current relationship we have with these groups is that you essentially put them on retainer, so that even if for some reason when we choose one group, the other group is still available to the rest of the town for other projects in the future. There's nothing about this process which is affecting the rest of the town and their choices.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Correct.
In looking through the two proposals of scopes of work, is there anything that jumps out to any of the commissioners one way or the other?
Found them to be pretty substantially similar.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I agree.
The thing that the thing that struck me as a little different is that the first one on my list, and I think it was trying to bring it up. One of them actually in their response to what they were going to address talked in a little bit more detail, and some of the things we're covering, like what do we think the evaluation of the biological survey really is. So there was a little bit more detail in that first one, in that one proposal, and
And which one?
at that
Sorry, Charlie, which one are you talking about?
hold on a second. I knew you were going to ask me that. And I'm going to try to, and I'm going to try to pull up. I'm on one computer screen here, so give me 2 seconds. It was
Maybe the CHA one, so verify the completeness and accuracy of the submitted application materials.
which was a cheaper one?
The
Alright.
B&L.
BNL was the cheaper one.
It was that one then.
Yeah,
Wow.
they spent a little bit more time. But again, that scope is taken directly from our scope. But yeah, they did spend a little bit more time on that.
They spent a little bit more time on it, and if I had to go through just purely on that, the couple of things that really bothered me on the previous proposal, they were specifically saying that they were going to address, which is a little bit more than just saying, if you looked at the manual, these guys did the right calculations to the manual, and which is a very complex problem, by the way, but that's not the only piece of it. So given all that, that's the only reason I would lean towards one. I thought both seemed to be very competent and comparable. I think you have a good set of guys on retainer. What one firm did seem to be a little bit more biased towards the bigger projects, which is the more expensive one. And this seems to be more, seems to be more in line with what we're doing on this particular task.
Good points.
Yeah, the only thing of note was it was a pretty significant cost difference between the two. I mean, it sounds like we like the proposal from Barton better anyways. And that one is cheaper. I mean, it's over $9,000 in difference in price. That's not pocket change.
No. And unless we had like other reasons to do one versus the other, given that this one's sort of more detailed, that's where I'd be headed, but I'd love to know what anybody else has had with these companies.
So the argument would be they seem to be more detailed and they're less expensive.
That's right.
Yeah. So
But both the firms just have also provided their insurance certificate, as well as the required conflict of interest form that the town requires of any and all consultants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I mean, so I guess from town staff's perspective, when you guys were looking at these things, did something jump out at you?
So no. Remember when we got it, we're fairly confident. We're extremely confident that both can perform duties. The price difference is noteworthy, particularly when we're asking an applicant to pay additional fees. I mean, notwithstanding, it's important as a third-party peer review, and so cost shouldn't be a primary issue, but certainly it is a factor.
But you didn't. You didn't have any other reason, like you've had a lot of personal experience with one person, they're fantastic, or anything else, or something like that.
No, neither Brittany and I favor one over the other.
Okay.
That's what you're asking. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I did notice that the B&L submittal had or proposal had a site visit. I didn't see that from CHA. Were they gonna?
They were. They might have not expressly put it, but I think it's presumed they would have had a site visit included. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, if there any other comments or observations? So I would say if one was more detailed and less expensive. I mean, not that the expenses, it's in the realm of a project such as this, $9,000 is a lot, but it's not that much. But, if one is, I like the fact that one was more detailed in their approach to the application. Is everyone in agreement from that
It-
point of view.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know really either one of them, so it comes down to these little things. One is more detailed and less expensive. Sounds like we've made our choice.
I have no other source of information, and so given
None of us do. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's just what they put on.
yeah, and so given that it's less expensive, and that has to matter, to people, I would say that that's kind of done for us. We don't have no other reason to go to the more
But we're
expensive
not
one right
going,
now.
we're not going with less expensive because it's less expensive. We're going because
Yes.
we put forward more information.
Well,
Yes, it looks like all things being equal,
All things being
Right.
equal, more
they both
more
seem to
information,
be.
and they happen to be less
Yeah.
expensive. So
that's
Yeah.
it's not that we're just going for the low price bid. here.
no,
Yeah,
but you have
they seem to-
no other. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, they both seem to have very good experience with
Wow.
towns. It's doing exactly what we're asking them to do.
Yeah.
They both have, and it's not towns in Nevada and Oklahoma. It's
No.
right here in our
They're local.
backyard.
They're low.
Can I just say my observation, just solely on aesthetic, is that the CHA application or their submittal had kind of pictures and examples from all over, and without reading the names of the towns, it could have just been like site visits from like Indiana and Iowa and Nebraska. Like it didn't necessarily look like it was topical to us, whereas the Barton one was all of their pictures and examples of site visits were from Simsbury visits, not ours, but they're all Simsbury, which makes me feel comfortable having them come because they know Simsbury, or they seem to be familiar with it.
All right. So it
That's
looks like
all.
we've reached agreement.
Mhm.
Would anyone like to make a motion? Brittany's written it up nicely for us.
I'm happy to make the motion. That the Inland Wetlands and Watercourse Agency selects Barton and Lodgeous to conduct a third-party peer review of application CC 25-25 of 75 Great Pond Road and forwards this selection to the Board of Selectmen for adoption by resolution of the fee estimate.
All right, do we have a second?
Second.
All right, any further discussion? All right, good, we've made a choice, and I think this is a great way of going. We'll have extra eyes on the application for both the applicant and for the public and us. So it'll be nice to have that third voice. All right, so thank you, all in favor?
Yeah.
All in favor, and none opposed. All right, so thank you, we've made our decision, and we'll go forward, and we'll see you all on the 16th of December.
Do we need a
So-
motion
We'll
to
see
adjourn?
before, we'll see it
Adjournment.
before.
We are
For that,
meeting, yeah,
we
we're
will see it then.
meeting November 18th. Yep.
Yeah, we'll see you then, and then this
That
process
public
will
hearing is
continue on
December.
the 16th. All right, thank you very much,
Yes.
and see
Do
you
we need
later.
a motion to adjourn?
Oh, yes, we do. Thank you, Jason.
Yep.
Would you like to make one?
Sure.
A motion to adjourn.
And second? And
Second
who-
then.
All right, and all in favor. All right,
Aye.
thank you all.
Thanks,
Thanks.
guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
For over 40 years, SCM has been the voice of our town.
bringing us together through local programming,
Education and live broadcasts.
SEM isn't just about television.
It's about empowering our community.
Ensuring our voices are heard during government meetings.
And celebrating milestones.
like our high school graduations.
But today, SEM faces a challenge.
Our funding structure is based on television subscriptions.
And it's no secret, people have been cutting the cord.
With a shift to internet-only subscriptions,
SEM receives less revenue.
Even though all our programming is freely available online.
We need your support.
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 Your donation can make a difference.
It will ensure that SCM remains open.
Continues to educate our youth.
And keeps our community informed.
Thanks to SEM, I've been honing my creative skills, helping me work towards my college degree.
SCM is crucial for keeping our community connected.
SCM isn't just here to broadcast local events. They're actually preserving Simsbury's history.
Join us.
Join us in preserving Simsbury's voice.
Simsbury's voice.
Together we can ensure that SCM continues to thrive
For generations to come.
Visit our website
Or scan the QR code on your screen to make your donation.
Every contribution
counts.
Thank you for supporting Simsbury Community Media.
where your town,
Your schools
And your government
come together.